So not entirely sure if that's going to work out well for them. Could see Str8 Rippin take that. And then really the rest of the series could pan out kind of back and forth. The big thing I want to point out here, though, Sims, is that when we did see these two teams face off against each other, it was first thing in the morning. I mean, these guys came in, I'm sure they warmed up quite a bit, but regardless, they hadn't played against anyone yet. There wasn't a match or anything like that. So the first series, you know, Str8 Rippin coming in a little bit cold. I'm sure Oxygen did as well, but Oxygen, when you're on that team that's on the cusp of breaking into Pro League, you're going to play with a certain sense of ferocity, right? And so I like to think that Str8 Rippin needed a little bit of a wake-up call. We saw them, you know, do pretty well against Wise Gaming, so we're going to see what they can do here.
It wasn't just pretty well. It was a bloody reverse sweep. Now, we hear you on social media that you guys obviously didn't catch that match, and we fully apologize. We'll make sure that that doesn't happen again. But now we can carry on with this one. These guys are fired. They are heated. Buzz, what is this going to do? Reverse sweeping players of Wise. Look at the players on there. Cloud, Tizoxic, plenty of old school names. Reverse sweeping them. What does this do for their confidence? Now they get another crack, a second go at Oxygen Supremacy.
Well, right now this is their second chance, you know, to go against Oxygen Supremacy. As we already know, Oxygen taking out Str8 Rippin, excuse me. And now this is their chance to say, hey, that was a fluke. We're going to come back. I don't know what was wrong with us, but trust me, that's not going to happen again. Str8 Rippin is looking to take this victory as fast as possible, and with T-Squared as coach, it's a lot of fire here.
And I mean, you're also talking about a best of 7 series this time around, right? Not a best of 5. So when you have something like that, you can expect, you know, just a little bit more competition as we get into these later matches, right? You want to make sure that the teams that have even matchups have a fair chance at winning. So it's going to be a tight one.
All right, let's get ourselves prepared for this one. I think we've got a gold pack as well. There you go, cheeky gold pack, Railgun 43. Go stick that code in right now. Halo.gg, bag yourself a gold pack. Some nice guns, some nice weaponry, maybe even a nice cheeky piece of armor. There is so much. I like the giggle there. Cheeky?
When you talked about the armor, it kind of made me throw back to when we were visiting out in Wembley and we did that little name the armors, yeah, and we did all those little games. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, I can't. We were trying to go through some of them, weren't we? I think the best one back at Wembley is when we got. I mean, a few people. This is a small story where we get this one kicked up. We did like a little match off back in Wembley, and we got some people to one side and we said, okay, we've got these prizes to give away. We're gonna make sure what you gotta do is you gotta name Halo 2 maps. So 2 people side by side with a microphone. We said, okay, we're gonna go microphone bounce back. If you pause, you lose. Simple as that. So 3, 2, 1, start. Point the microphone. Says Halo 2 maps go. Guy just goes truth. The whole of the arena just erupts. And like he's looking with this blank face thinking, what have I done wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Midship. Come on.
Hey, man.
Ivory Tower. Ascension.
Certainly wasn't me.
Come on. You remember all these.
Good times. Good times.
We missed
Butterfly swording and super bouncing and everything else in between.
Shotgun beatdown, BXR,
find the
double
Banshee
shot.
up behind where you should.
Watching Eli the Ninja quad-shotting people.
And, you know, still be Eli the Ninja.
Well, enough about reminiscing about past times. It's all about now. This game is do or die for both of these teams. One of them's going home, one of them's going to the champ bracket, and is also going to the fall season 2017 Pro League. This would be, if we saw Str8 Rippin relegated, not only would it be a huge embarrassment for the organization, but it would be the first time ever in American history of 3 seasons of Pro League we see an American team drop.
Oh, yeah, and not only that, but that man you see on your screen on the far right, Rain, Timothy Tinkler. This guy has had quite a fall from grace. I mean, I guess you can put it that way. Yeah, and you know, to see him kind of fall off, you know, a little bit, and after the liquid drop, and now he's here, finds himself fighting kind of in the early ranks, if you will, to try and fight for his pro league life. I mean, it's got to be worrisome.
He's definitely got a point to prove, would you not say?
You know, I have a lot to say about Str8 Rippin. You know, with APG going to Luminosity in favor of Chaotic, you know, a lot of twists and turns coming to the Str8 Rippin. Rain replacing Ace. Ace and APG, definitely their star killers for Str8 Rippin. And I saw Rain's position on Team Liquid, kind of where Hines is. You know, the OBJ player, he's a great shot caller. 1v1, his shot, it's there, but Rain, to me, just seems like another Hines. And it's kind of working there for their favor, but I can definitely see them getting a click sometime soon.
I want to throw something out there. It's very strong, Ghost, but you've been a pro player. You still know the pro player mentality. Looking outside in, I'm going to sit here. Did it look like Ace and APG jumped off what they saw was a sinking ship? Or is that too strong?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think that when you look at that team, right, we saw Renegade leave for Splice, and it just more so looked like they didn't know who to pick up to fill those shoes. You know, I know we saw Denoxide come in, but when the team chemistry wasn't there off the bat, I think that they kind of saw really all of their hard work, their efforts, really not coming to any fruition. And so, you know, to see Renegade leave, go to Splice, which you could argue that they were a better team than Str8 Rippin, but at the same time, they weren't necessarily always placing higher. So, you know, it's just something that, yeah, it was a little bit odd, but still, that obviously the leave of Renegade just meant almost certain doom for the chemistry, right? And we saw Denoxide come in, and we think, okay, he's so talented. Clearly, he can just kind of fill those shoes with Renegade, but he didn't play the same role. It's not that he's not as good, but he just doesn't have that same sniper mentality.
Let's talk about this young man. You've been playing against him for many years.
Oh.
Mr. Richie Hines, one of the best objective players of his time.
Unfortunately, a Mets fan, but still a great guy. His dad also a very great guy as well. He used to come out to events. Miss him dearly. Very friendly. But yes, Richard Hines is an unbelievable shot. He's had one of the best battle rifles or now pistol shots really in the game for, I don't know, the better half of 10 years, I guess you could say. So definitely something to look out for in this matchup. Richie Hines, man, he's always been good. He's well-rounded.
All right, you know what, guys? It's time to get this show on the road. Both these teams battling for survivability. It's as simple as that. Do or die time. Will Str8 Rippin be straight relegated? Well, you know what, guys? We're about to find out. Mini controller issue that we're about to fix. Let's see if we can get that one going. Let's hit the B button. There we go. We are live once again. Richie Hines' POV. Let's get this thing going.
All right, and here we are going right away to Richie Hines. We're going to see if he can do anything just right off the bat. Just trying to get some caps, and we're going to see. And he does manage to bag that cap, and now checking outside for overshield.
And right now he is going to be going outside. You do see Hines get taken off. So right now another player is going to be outside of blue. So far only 1-for-1. Stronghold is captured. Pit is not captured just yet. There's Hines on the screen now as he's going outside of blue. There is a player above him trying to get the team shot as two players from Oxygen are going to get taken down. This is looking so far good for Str8 Rippin as they have a triple cap in the process.
And as you get that triple cap, we see Hines well aware of where these spawns are coming in. He knows that Oxygen Supremacy are spawning outside. They know how crucial it is to maintain control of that. And now we see Hines rotating for this DMR. Very big pickup.
Yeah, and look at the kill feed now. Just Oxygen members just finding no place to breathe, if you will, as Hines is on the flank here at blue base playing perfect defense. Still a triple cap. They have them spawning sporadically, but Str8 Rippin playing this one perfect.
And that's exactly what they're doing. The sporadic spawns, right? These staggered spawns. Str8 Rippin knows how to control the map. They are purposely positioning themselves in places where Oxygen Supremacy will spawn away from their teammates as they continue to rotate. Just phenomenal positioning out of Str8 Rippin.
And Hines so far still hasn't died, has his DMR. The longer you live, the more areas you get to see, and a team shot. There's a nade here and some callouts, and a nice kill on the Destroy. Didn't even know he was there, just the callouts. That's exactly how important Str8 Rippin's comms are. They just boom. They tell you exactly who can help you, and they get the help. Hines losing that 1v1 there.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate loss, but now we're going to see Nemesis trying to rotate, right? We saw him do a good job at trying to capture that blue base and just do his civic duty as his teammate, and now manages to grab the overshield. Curious to see why Str8 Rippin wasn't really focused on that. Maybe they're going for the camouflage. We're going to have to wait and see if someone on Str8, I believe it was Hines who picked up that camouflage, so we're going to wait and see what Nemesis does. Thankfully, he doesn't get ninja.
Yeah, Nemesis almost getting forward ninja. This is going to open an opportunity. Has 0% of the overshield left, but they do have a stronghold in the making. Does have to fight this 1v1. It's pretty crucial. Nemesis not feeling confident. He's going to play a game of ring around the rosy. It looks like the other guy took off instead, not feeling confident on the shot, but a teammate will be there to get the trade.
Oh man, and he gets stuck at the worst time. But off screen, just want to inform everyone, it was Hines who did pick up that camouflage, but he got perfect. They got it perfect killed by Ryan Noob, and Ryan Noob, he let him know a little bit. I heard some screaming.
And right now, Nemesis still staying alive, and a perfect shot from Chaotic to take him down. But look at the score. It's 0-55. Str8 Rippin playing this one perfect as Rain is going to go down. Destroyed, almost dying in the process. Now Denoxide going to have to play some defense, but they know exactly where he's at.
And I got to mention something. When I was watching that off-screen matchup, when you're talking about Wise Gaming versus Str8 Rippin, I actually witnessed Str8 Rippin 100-0 Wise Gaming on this exact game type. So Str8 Rippin is rolling on all cylinders right now. I mean, they are doing some great things, and obviously have some very cohesive teamwork as we now are on board with Chaotic, the newest member on this Str8 Rippin team.
Yeah, and right now he's doing a pretty phenomenal job against Oxygen Supremacy. As we know before, Oxygen taking out Str8 Rippin. I talked to the coach, like I said before. He was pretty confident they're going to win, but Str8 Rippin not really showing that coach that he knows what he is, of what he's doing, because Str8 Rippin just playing this one perfect. And you said 100-0 on Empire. This is obviously one of their strongest game types, so Oxygen needs to do their homework.
Yep, and now we're going to go on board with Denoxide. He is getting ready to capture this pit, but, you know, if I was Str8 Rippin, I'd be worried about that overshield. It is about to pop, and I believe, yes, we do see Contra making his way outside for it. Grabs it. It was up for about 7 seconds. No one was aware of it. Contra grabbed it, just free of charge.
Too much in the war zone. I like to call him Captain Planet whenever he's looking like this, but I call him the Green Lantern if he can grab the plasma pistol, get some ring shots around there. But Contra going to be taking red base by himself, is getting contested by 2 members. Great team shot from across the map. The more you shoot the overshield from across the map, the less time he has with it. Overshield also decreasing in health. There's a double kill for Contra.
Oh yeah, just great movement. Now we see Oxygen Supremacy really taking control of this matchup. Obviously, we now see bottom middle go into the hands of Oxygen Supremacy. A triple cap in store for them. Str8 Rippin just trying to get their feet underneath them now as they look like they are going to cap that blue base, and now back down to just a single double.
And that is Hines going to win a nice beat down to the first shot, a bootleg quick draw, if you will. Chaotic going to take the pit, now going up to Turbine to help his teammate, but he did not have the shots as his teammate did die. No protector metal there as Str8 Rippin just lost the pit after they just gained it back.
Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate, and Rain off the spawn didn't elect to grab that DMR on the shelf. We know how powerful it can be. For those of you guys just joining us, the pistol is a strong weapon, but the DMR just has a little bit more strength. It has a 2-shot beatdown. You want to pick it up when you spawn there, so curious to see why Rain elected to keep that pistol.
Yeah, and right now Rain is going to be taking red base. They have about to have a triple cap soon. Nobody from Oxygen taking blue base, so this is pretty much objective free at the moment. You don't want to let any time go to waste, as the new overshield, the new camo will be coming up within the next 20 seconds, and they don't have a lot of time to spare. They're at 77 points and counting.
And not only that, but look at that. It's 3 down now for Oxygen Supremacy. Contra, if he pulls this out, holy cow, this could be a big kill. He knows the overshield is up at 38 because he grabbed it himself before it. That double kill was crucial. It could mean the difference in the rest of this game. Obviously, they have a big hill to climb right now with this deficit, but hey, overshield can make the magic happen.
And right now that is 3 members down from Str8 Rippin as Oxygen Supremacy just choking them all here at the tower. Another player, Hines, trying to stay alive against the fight against Contra. Not going to work as Contra still has the overshield, but they're not scoring. This is not looking good for Oxygen Supremacy as they're just trying to find a double cap and hold it.
Oh, and look at this. Just as we say that and we see Contra lose his overshield, Destroyed now still has camo, and he has a lot of it left. Not only that, but he has the plasma pistol. That good old noob combo. We know how strong it is. There's Rain getting just deleted off the map, and now Destroyed. Here's a call out. Almost gets cleaned up, but thankfully gets the kill. Now Denoxide takes him down.
Now it's a sloppy pistol as we're coming down for our final moments, depending if they can defend this pit or not. Contra going to be taking red base and defending the pit. Rain is going to win that 1v1 fight, a 5-shot to win it. So far, Str8 Rippin still in the lead as they are triple cap. So right now, Str8 Rippin trying to desperately capture pit. Does work, and they're trying to get a double cap. Denoxide is going to take blue base by himself as well.
Yeah, this is a crucial battle right here. You see 2-on-2 outside, Oxygen versus Str8 Rippin. Very, very big matchup, but it looks like Oxygen is electing to move back just a tiny bit. But I mean, time is ticking away. You know, the game type is still obviously in Str8 Rippin's favor, so they're trying to play as smart as possible. Only 9 points left for them to secure this 100-point obviously win, but hey, man, anything can happen right now. It's closing into the finish line.
And anything can happen as this, it's just a brutal assault. It's a 2-for-2 trade. Reign is fighting a desperate 1v1 here as they're not scoring just yet. Oxygen Supremacy losing this at first, but they're making Str8 Rippin run for their money. They got 100-0.
My goodness.
Ryan with a huge double kill with the assist from Destroyed.
And another massive double kill. And you're talking about not only was that in the pit, not only was that to get the reset, but the overshield is about to pop. I'm curious to see if anyone is ready to grab it on either team. I believe it was Contra who might have been able to grab it and burn it. I think that was him, but still, very, very big grab coming out of that.
And right now, Reign is trying to capture pit. He does have some support. Nemesis saying, what? It's still getting captured? He looks bottom middle. They are losing red base in the meantime, but don't worry. Str8 Rippin is capping it. If you're a Str8 Rippin fan, this is looking good.
My goodness, that could be the play of the match right there. Getting the patty whack back smack and then turning it into a double kill. Nemesis making a huge push now over on red base. Great kill with that grenade. He is just doing everything right now perfectly for his team. Oh my goodness, Chaotic. That's unfortunate.
That is definitely unfortunate, but right now it's 93-93. They brought it back. Ryan Noob going bottom pit. It's the only thing that he has to defend if they want to win this one. 3 members of Str8 Rippin are inside. 3 members from Oxygen. That's a double kill. Contra is going to get the 3rd kill on a Reign. This is looking like a GG as no member from Str8 Rippin can get this victory out. That is a GG going to Oxygen Supremacy. Game number 1.
Wow, I mean, when it was, 91 to 60 something, we saw that outside battle. It was a 2-on-2. It looked like there was a chance for Str8 Rippin to try and slow it down, for them to try and claw back to that final 100-point victory. But unfortunately for them, man, that last push in pit, you saw a bunch of members of Str8 Rippin flying into that pit, and it looked like some guys on Oxygen Supremacy must have spawned outside because they had some very, very ideal, advantageous grenades coming off that floor of the turbine. Taking a look at your stats, though, I mean, the assists on Nemesis and Destroyed, they say a lot.
That is plenty of assists coming in from Oxygen Supremacy. Str8 Rippin, you see Hines, the supportive player for the team, catching up and keeping up with assists. Look at the damage dealt. Pretty much they're all the same. The stats are really close. Accuracy is kind of there. The knock side 47, but you got Destroyed going 44 accuracy. So these guys are pretty much in a tie.
Oh yeah, it was a close match to say the least. And hey, I mean, Empire Strongholds doesn't get any closer than that, but we're gonna see what's going to happen on this game, too. I gave this first game to Oxygen Supremacy. I said, you know what? These guys are a little bit faster. I've seen Str8 Rippin pull off some big ones, like that 100-0. But nonetheless, Oxygen Supremacy pulls out the W. And now we're going to move into Game 2, Rig Slayer.
Yeah, but I will give you this. You definitely call it. Remember when Contra got that 1v1 fight outside your set? This is a huge play. This could change the entire game. And it just went on a huge landslide. Contra went to pit, helped his teammate. I believe, who was it? Destroyed. No, I want to say Destroyed did get the camo as well.
Yep, Destroyed got a good camo.
It just turned into a huge snowball for Oxygen Supremacy, all from that one moment you were talking about.
Oh yeah, it was a heavy momentum swing right there. Those guys on your screen, obviously, Oxygen Supremacy, looking how they always do. Whether it's a win or loss, this is what you can expect to see. Just hanging out, relaxing, confident, composed, just chilling with each other. And then obviously the other guys, Str8 Rippin. These guys obviously are a little bit heartbroken from that last game. But it is the first game out of a best of 7. They need to lose 3 more in order for them to get anywhere close to losing. So it's they got some time to turn it around. And when you think about the Rig Slayer, I like to think that Str8 Rippin could have the upper hand in this one.
Yeah, the Rig Slayer, it's a lot of flanks that go into the thing. You'll see a big turtle from both sides of the map, depending on whether they have the lead or not. They just play it really slow, and I promise it's always going to be somebody going back SMG, because for some reason nobody ever keeps an eye on that tunnel. They'll check it every 20 seconds, but by then somebody got backsmacked and the whole map just changes for itself. But going back to the last game, I do have to say this real quick on Strongholds. So let's say it's 80, you're not scoring, and it's like 80 to 80. I don't think you should just keep on suiciding every single time. I think you should let them score 10 points if you need to get a good plan and then go in as a team. Because you saw Str8 Rippin, they all went one by one by one by one, and Oxygen had 3 members there, and it was not even close to losing. It was 80 points in, but they still could have just slowed it down and made a push together.
And that's when you need a snake bite to step up into the mics and say, you know what, guys? Stop going for the hill. Let's get some slays. Let's get some kills. Let's get control of this map right now. And unfortunately, that wasn't obviously either communicated or it just wasn't the strategy that Str8 Rippin tried to employ in that final moment of the match. So yes, they did end up losing that. A very, very narrow loss, 100 to 98. But we are getting ready to load into our second game. Slayer on the rig. Butters, what are you feeling?
Right now, I'm wanting to go to a Game 7 just because they're the most exciting. But like I said, from the statistics, you saw that both teams with the kills pretty much around the same. So you could probably see the same amount of kills here on Slayer, depending on who grabs the scatter and sniper. If it's one-sided, they're going to get a huge 12-kill lead at the most. And then it's waiting till that about 10-minute mark, 9:30, I think, when the second rotation of weapons come up. It's just a battle on who gets these first.
Yep. That's fair, and I think that when I think back to some of the Rig Slayer games that I've watched, I've seen players like Destroyed go off. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen that kid grab camouflage and scatter shot and just have a field day with it, just moving around the map, chunking everyone like it's Gears of War. And sure enough, I've also seen on the flip side, I've seen Denoxide grab the sniper. I've seen him grab sniper, scatter, and camo, and just rip teams apart. So both teams kind of have this potential to really slay, to really go off and do something amazing. So curious to see who's going to step up in either instance.
And these teams aren't afraid to fight dirty. If they have a sniper, they get shot in the back, they're jumping off with that sniper. They're not going to give anybody any credibility whatsoever. Anything that they can get, they'll get their hands on. But you know what I noticed that Oxygen Supremacy lacked? This was a few game series ago. I forgot who they were playing. It was Plaza Strongholds. I promise, I even went back to look at the game. They never picked up the shotgun once the entire game. The enemy team, it was Str8 Rippin, I believe.
Yes, it was Str8.
And Denoxide was grabbing the shotgun multiple times in the game. So I don't know what Oxygen Supremacy's deal is with side weapons on the map. So I hope we get to see them pick up the scatter a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, you guys quickly saw our series layout right there, getting ready to launch into game number 2. Both teams on your screen. Slayer on the rig, 50 kills to win. Scatter shot right in your face. And now we're going to start off with our boy, Rain.
And right now, Rain going to be shooting down the camo as he's going into Tower 2 to get a better angle on it. Nobody's suiciding for it just yet. You do see a player dodging a grenade. It was Nemesis. Rain not being able to pick up that kill. But so far, 2 Str8 members are dead. And there's another attempt on the camo. Rain trying to get the kill onto the camo guy. Not going to happen as all the members of Oxygen were there to back off Rain. But a great job staying alive. But now Ryan Noob has the camo and sniper, and he's on a flank.
Yeah, and this is where it can get a little bit scary. We've seen Ryan Noob really come into his own in the last few months, I would say, with the sniper rifle, where he's really picked it up and really, but right there, as soon as I say that, he flies out and gets bait and switched. I mean, that was unbelievable. Now Contra trying to close the gap right here and get that sniper rifle back, but I don't know. The pinch is coming in. Oh, and it's real, and he does get the sniper, hits a nice no-scope and backs up and stays alive.
Yeah, but right now they got to watch their back because nobody's blocking the spawns right now, and there it is. 2 members already spawning back bunker, and it's really hard to get your team to stay and be the spawn guy because it's a really boring job, but it's the most important one to stay back there. Contra with the sniper rifle, but he has no support. All the members of Str8 Rippin are surrounding him, and that's a free sniper if Ryan Noob can't do anything about this.
Oh, and here comes Ryan Noob. Sneaky, sneaky, cheeky, cheeky, as Sims would say. And Rain, unfortunately, gets him with a nice little back whack. So let's jump on board with him as now he has the sniper rifle.
Now Rain does have the sniper rifle. He's looking for the spawn kill on Orion Noob as he should be spawning. And there it is, the spawn, but kind of good pre-fire right there. Did waste the bullet there, unfortunately, but it's 10 to 10. And here's the stalemating that I'm talking about where they're just going to camp on both sides. And you're going to see a flank happen at SMG eventually.
And great nades coming out from Rain right there. I'm surprised the second one actually didn't connect on Ryan Noob. And now Hines, well aware of that pinch, the double team, giving it that communication to his teammate Rain. But at the 10-minute mark, we got to be aware of that camo. It's getting ready to pop bottom mid. We saw it grab roughly 10 seconds later, and I'm sure that there are some teammates on both sides getting ready to grab it.
Yeah, and Nemesis was the last player to grab the camo, so he should have a better time than anyone. Rain was able to see and get a good time, depending if T-Squared was paying attention to the camo as well. But right now we're on board with Nemesis, who's going to be going for this new camo, and there it is coming up right away. But his teammate got it. I don't know who it was. I want to say it was Destroyed who has the camo.
It is actually Ryan Noob, and he grabbed it, manages to stay alive, does some great juking right there, also throwing down some good shots, some good nades. This DMR is so strong when you're talking about these close range battles. Not only is it a 2-shot beatdown close-up, but when you get the player down to no shields, it's only a 2-shot body shot to kill. So you have such a quick rate of fire, you can almost spam it because of its red reticle range that, yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier to use than that Magnum.
And right now, I can't tell if Oxygen is doing this purposely, but multiple members still spawning behind them into the bunker, but it's still working in their favor because they have a 6-kill lead. New sniper did come up, but Ryan just found himself a scatter shot right before his camo did just disappear.
And right as we say that, the new sniper is locked and loaded, ready to go. Back bunker. They know Ryan Noob is top tower. They didn't know he had a scatter shot, and now he let Hines know. Destroyed, picks him off with a pistol, and now it looks like a second kill comes in for Oxygen Supremacy. I mean, this is just going back and forth, but it looks like the collapse is coming in here, and that could be it.
Yeah, and that was definitely a clear the Str8 Rippin bunker as all of them just died. They will be spawning into the back rail area, excuse me, and there is Rain on your screen already as another player is going to be challenging him. Excuse me, that is Hines on the screen. And Rain is going to get taken down. Now we're on board with more dead members of Str8 Rippin.
And we are going to jump over. I believe this is to Hines. No, let's get back to observer mode.
There we go. There's Ryan Noob as we find him eventually is looking at his dead teammate, looking for an avengeful here, but Hines isn't going to let him do that just yet as Ryan Noob is going to be locking down the tower side. They have the lead, a pretty good lead at that, so they shouldn't even be pushing at this point in my perspective. And right now that is Rain getting taken down, putting a nice shots from across the map. You see somebody going back rail. That's 3 members dead from Str8 Rippin, and Ryan Noob knows exactly where the last member is.
And still has that scatter shot in his back pocket. Now, for those of you guys who are just kind of joining us in Halo 5, the scatter shot is considered a tier 2 power weapon. What that means is that when it is depleted of its ammo and it's, it disappears, at that point, 20 seconds later, you should expect to see it respawn where its original location is. Not like a normal tier 3 power weapon, which respawns on those weapon pads at a static time.
Yeah, and right now Nemesis does have the sniper, picks up a kill, gonna be looking for a double kill, not wanting to waste an ammo as he knows he's one shot. There's the stabilize to stay alive from the grenade. This is a 2v1 right now for Denoxide as he's trying to stay alive, but he's gonna get taken down, going for another kill from Nemesis as he has 5 bullets left to work with. This isn't looking good for Str8 Rippin. They are down a big deficit here. Yeah,
this has gotten a little bit out of hand. Str8 Rippin really needs to start getting these power weapons in their hands. They need to start getting the camouflage if they want to make anything happen because, yeah, it's getting closer to that 50 kill mark every second that goes by.
And that was Contra going to get taken down as Nemesis lost the sniper. It is in the hands of Rain. Now Ryan Noob is going to be here on the bat ledge with a scatter shot. 5 bullets left in it. That is plenty of damage. But Rain going to get a nice body shot. And here's Rain now as he's looking for more members to kill. Nobody going to be showing his face to that flashlight anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see Rain hit that shot, be over there actually by himself with the sniper rifle. A little bit concerning for Str8 Rippin why they were so far away. We saw him take down the scatter shot user with Ryan Noob. He's been controlling the scatter all game. So when you finally get that kill, you need to obtain it. You need to obtain that scatter shot. Unfortunately, the rest of his team was not in position to do so.
Yeah, and that is Rain getting another headshot. Ryan Noob did grab the new sniper rifle, so we're going to see a sniper fight here real soon, depending on if these players do meet up with each other. And here's Ryan Noob now on your screen, back to Rain, as he only has 1 bullet left, but he's going to Jack Sparrow this and make it count.
All right, and look at this. This is now the second time he's actually been waiting for camo. Manages to kill Nemesis, making him burn that camo. The next one will be coming up 2 minutes later. But now Rain, just one of 2 guys left alive on the Str8 Rippin team, trying to do anything he can to make something out of nothing. But Ryan Noob has those angles, man. He's got that sniper, and like I said, he's starting to get better and better with it.
And as we're speaking, that is only a 23 kill. No, excuse me, my math is terrible on this, but they are down by a lot, excuse me. Now Ryan Noob does hear about a call out and a nice headshot onto Hines. He's looking for a double kill, but he's gonna choke the shot, but that is all right. It was enough to scare him off of the bridge as Ryan Noob's gonna be looking for the spawn kill here. Back bunker as a player is challenging him.
And just a great retreat right here. You see Ryan Noob not afraid to sprint, even though his shields are down, manages to, run away, maintain control of the sniper, but unfortunately for him, Denoxide smelled him out and now has the sniper rifle. And we know how good this guy is not only with this pistol, but also his sniper rifle. So let's see if he can make something happen with these 2 bullets.
Right now, Denoxide hearing a call here. A player was shot, but Denoxide losing the fight. That was very unfortunate for him as the player was already weak by Str8, who had the scatter shot. Here's Ryan doing a nice jump to get on the top bridge, which got him to top control, almost picking up a kill, but he's gonna have to fight another person in the process as Chaotic does get taken down.
All right, and now we are on board with Nemesis. 2 kills, only 1 kill remaining, and that is it. Oxygen Supremacy taking game number 2, going up 2-0 in the series against Str8 Rippin. Very, very big lead to have in this best of 7.
I'm actually really surprised because, again, like I said, Oxygen not grabbing the shotgun on Plaza, but as you can see, they had the scatter weapon, the scatter shot controlled the entire time. And they were just banishing everybody to the Shadow Realm with that thing as they were just destroying with it. So they got to pick it up on Plaza if it's in our map rotation.
And taking a look at the stats here, Contra went absolutely off. 19-9. Now, still going to call him out, only had 3 assists, but the rest of his team made up for it. You're looking at Ryan Noob and Destroyed, picking up a combined 25 assists. Very, very formidable for them. But all the way down to the bottom, Denoxide dropping a very unlikely 4-15. Very, very odd to see that kind of thing happen. But hey, you know, they still have a series ahead of them. They still have at least potentially 5 more games, right? You want a best of 7, Butter, so maybe we'll see it.
Of course, I'm pretty sure we all want a best of 7 down to the 50% mark. I know T-Squared's wanting a best of, I'm pretty sure he wants a perfect game actually for Str8 Rippin. Not even, he doesn't want a best of 7.
The next 4.
He's wanting to get a reverse sweep.
All right, well, anyways, there you guys see Str8 Rippin. These guys have their backs against the wall right now. I mean, they are some of the best pros that we have. We've seen them do some phenomenal work on the main stage before. And Rain, obviously, there you see him on your screen. This guy has been competing at the top level of Halo 5 for quite some time, obviously alongside his duo, Penguin, now Sub-Zero. Not the duo anymore, unfortunately for them, but still, they had a wild amount of success, and can't count out these guys on your screen either. Richie Hines, Denoxide, also very, very big names in our Halo 5 circuit. These guys, they have some great shots, some great tactics, but more importantly, some very, very good cohesion. Their teamwork is on point. When it's there, when it's on, it's scary.
Now, although they do look defeated with defeated faces, they don't look like they're done, though. You could definitely see some fire. They're trying to think, what secret weapons? We got to use them now. It's now or never, because this is it for Str8 Rippin. If they lose, they go home.
Yep, and there you guys see on your screen now, that's Nemesis and Coach Mash behind him from the Oxygen Supremacy roster. These guys up 2 on the series, checking out their phones, probably seeing their fans, seeing what they're saying. But there's some other guys on Oxygen Supremacy, and one of those gentlemen goes by the name of Ryan Noob. We have a little video package